Now, I want to give my thanks to three men who have done a lot for Real Madrid. One is Modric. Modric came in 2012, right? And he was considered a wasteful transfer by Marca, which is basically a Real Madrid propaganda paper at this point. And they considered him a wasteful purchase. 13 years later, 28 trophies, and this man is the most decorated Real Madrid player ever. More than our 50s legends, more than our 90s legends, more than anybody else. This man has done it all. Then Carlo. Carlo, bad season apart, forget this season. You have done more for us than any other Real Madrid coach in a long time. Besides Zidane. Zidane is an exception, of course, but you have won us 3 Champions Leagues, 2 La Ligas, and you rejuvenated so many other careers as well. Thank you a lot. And Lucas Vasquez, the man uncomplainingly played every position on the pitch. It didn't matter. He came as a striker originally. Then he became a winger. Then he became a right midfielder. Then he became a left midfielder. Then he became a wing back. Unselfishly, uncomplainingly, he played his entire career for Real Madrid, and now he's departing as well. Like the man had lost his first step, second step a long time ago. It was very clear, but it still makes me sad because this man gave his all for the club. He played 400 games for the club himself. Modric is at 500 or 600 at this point. But it makes me so sad to see these three legends go. I know we are going to replace them well, but it says a lot when even our iron-hearted, uncompromising president Fiorentino Perez starts openly crying when Carlo Ancelotti, Luka Modric, and Lucas Vasquez are speaking at their farewell ceremony that took place yesterday and day before. So it was so nice to see. They got a fitting farewell too. Uh, it makes me sad to see Modric go, but honestly, I would have preferred if Cruz had stayed on and Modric had retired last season. But regardless, Modric, thank you so much. You are one of the best midfielders we could have ever bought, and it was such a bargain buy as well. You can talk about him as well.
Yeah, man. Fergie wanted him. Fergie wanted him
Yeah,
so badly at United. He saw him as a replacement for Scholes in that midfield. Didn't get him. Then he went to you guys. Didn't have a good start. Wasn't in the team a lot.
no, no,
And it changed for him actually that day at Old Trafford. The round of 16 win against United at Old Trafford, where
2013,
Nani
yeah,
got sent,
2013,
yeah, when Nani got sent off.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh, it was Modric who came on and created the goals initially.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's the game from which it started to change for him. Then he became obviously central part of that midfield, that great three-man midfield of Casemiro, Cruz, and
Cruz,
Modric.
yeah.
Amazing, and not boring football. It's like such fun football to watch. Modric was fun to
Yeah, yeah,
watch.
absolutely fun to watch. Ancelotti, uh, I'll talk a bit about his future endeavors and then you can give your tribute to him as well. He's going to become Brazil coach. Now he wants to win the World Cup. That's the one thing he has not won all his career. If he wins it next season, I'm pretty sure he's going to retire. That's how brilliant he has been as a coach, as a father figure. Vinny basically cried on Ancelotti's shoulder yesterday because Ancelotti was literally the man who built his career up. Vinny's career was built by Ancelotti. That says a lot. Same thing with Rodrigo. He gave Rodrigo chances off the bench. He gave Rodrigo so much of time to mature. Valverde as well. Valverde also got his first chance with Ancelotti. Such a great man. And the things he has done for Madrid are more than what he has done for Milan. And he did so much for Milan. Milan still considers him one of their best coaches ever. That should tell you everything what he has done for Madrid. Why don't you talk a bit about him?
Also, the nicest man possible.
Yeah,
He's
nicest man possible.
he's such a wonderful guy. He's funny. He's humorous. He doesn't bullshit you too much. It speaks with his eyebrows. Like the guy is he's too much. He's too cool. He brings solace and peace to wherever he goes. Like the anti Mourinho, right? Mourinho will bring a bad
Chaos.
end wherever he goes and break the club to pieces. Don Carlo is like the balm that comes to heal everything. Everything gets better once he's there. Amazing manager. Amazing, particularly because of his European record. Even before Madrid, his European
Yeah.
record was. He didn't actually have as many league titles, as the other
No,
great
but he
managers.
won a league title in every league he ever went to. He won
He
a league
did,
title
he
everywhere.
did, but he's not a consistent winner of league titles,
He is not. He is not. That's true.
right? So
That's true. But
it's also a function of the clubs he was at. Uh, Never found one single home, and in a real sense, the only home he found was Madrid. That felt
yeah,
like a very unified
yeah.
unit.
That Ancelotti, when he comes back to Europe after his Brazil stint, he will always have cheers for him at two clubs. One will be Real Madrid, the other will be Milan. He has two hearts basically. One side of his heart is in Milan, the other is buried with Madrid. Because the things he has done for Madrid are incomparable, except with Zidane. Zidane did so much in so little time that you feel like he's a miracle worker, which he was, but still, this man did almost the same amount. Two league titles, three Champions Leagues in two different spells with a completely new set of new players. He's the man who revitalized Benzema and basically got Benzema to play the way he did for his Ballon d'Or. Like the amount of things I have to be thankful for Ancelotti is not even small. It's not even funny. Like whenever I say Ancelotti has been a bad manager this season, yes, this season he's been a bad manager. But overall, he's in the top five of the greatest Real Madrid managers ever, easily. Zidane would be one as well, and there would be a couple of others. Miguel Munoz would be one of them. But what a man, what a guy. And I was glad that Kylian Mbappe's integration into Madrid happened under Ancelotti. No issues, no superstar issues will now come. Xabi Alonso has basically been given a very calm and cool dressing room. Like we
Yep,
didn't win much
and
this
and
season, but
and
it's
with solid transfers already done.
yeah, solid transfers already done. I wanted to talk about that as well. But what did you think about Lucas Vasquez? Maybe a word. Bit by bit player, but 400 games for Real Madrid is nothing to scoff at.
It isn't. I mean, this is what squads are built of. You need
Yeah,
your B team has to be a very high quality B team,
yeah,
and Vasquez was very high quality.
very high
Produced
quality.
players with that kind of loyalty, like you just can't buy that. They will turn up year after year after year.
Yeah. In fact, he was willing to take a pay cut for another season. Both
Yeah,
of
yeah.
them, Modric and Lucas Vasquez, were willing to take pay cuts for another season. But Fiorentino Perez basically said, "Boys, your bodies are gone to an extent which we cannot justify it. We want to keep you on, but it's time." And I agree with him. Although it's very sad to see the both of them leave. But coming to a subject of football transfers, there have been a few from Real Madrid side which I'd like to tell about. I'm very glad we got Dean Huijsen. Dean Huijsen is now our center back. Give him some time to mature, guys. 20 years is very young. It'll take time for him to become the next Ramos or the next, uh, you know, great central defensive defender in that sense. But also, we got our Carreras, the one you referred to as a gem. Carreras also is coming over. He is also being inducted in. Trent Alexander-Arnold is already in. We are also getting a midfielder. We don't know who it is because now you can speak more on this. Florian Wirtz is going to Liverpool. That Liverpool squad got even more deadly with its wings. It's remarkable. They really got a gem. It's going to be a high price. Sources say 100 million, 120 million, but it's justified in
I
my
hate
view.
saying it, but Liverpool is like the best run club in the world right now. I hate saying that. They're
You
so
hate
efficient.
saying that,
They're
yeah,
so efficient. Look at the way they've replaced every single spot.
yeah,
Frimpong to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold.
he,
He plays a similar style, similar attacking style.
yeah,
Milos Kirkish to replace Robertson. That's the best player
yeah,
in the league outside of Robertson.
yeah,
All done already. And then if you go and
yeah,
get Florian Wirtz, you've replaced all that creative heart that you needed. It's all done.
yeah. So there was this another rumor of a Man United transfer. There were a couple of people you were willing to buy. You were wanting to
The
buy,
hell with Man
Praveen.
United, man. Just to hell with them. Like, there's nothing to say about Man United. We'll worry about United in the new season. There's nothing that anybody can predict with this place.
Yeah, that's there. That's there.
That
All
losing
right.
that final has created a huge
Yeah,
hole. United can't be helped right now.
yeah, yeah. No, that final loss basically means Tottenham are playing in the Champions League after finishing 17th in the league. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, or it would have been 16th place Man United, the
Yeah, it
same
would have
thing.
been
But
16th if it was Man United. That's why the football YouTubers were calling
it
it the
was
El
such a
Trashico.
shit match. It was such a shit match. Played by
Yeah,
two such limited teams, technically, physically, totally limited teams.
yeah.
There's nothing really to say. And they were a little like the goal is the jammiest, shittiest goal you've ever seen. Just worthy of this final. This is how bad these teams are. That's the goal they deserve.
Yeah, agreed. I can see that. I can see that. But on
The
that
story
note,
with
I
United
don't.
will unfold over the next 2 months. What they're going to do over the next 2 months is more important than anything else.
Yeah, that's there. That's there. By the way, the Club World Cup has a prize money of 100 million euros. So that's why so many teams are becoming so anxious to win the damn thing. They're becoming very anxious to put their mark on the Club World Cup trophy for the money, not the trophy itself. So that's the reason why. Essentially, if any club wins it, they can fund a big transfer immediately. That's basically what's happening.
Yeah, yeah.
That is one.
No,
Uh
United will have an
yeah,
interesting summer. They have a lot of squad holes to fill. Let's see how they go about it. It'll be an interesting summer.
yeah, yeah,
But the club is gone. You can forget about United for a while.
yeah.
They're not getting
There are all
into. They're
yeah,
not
there
getting
are
into
already
Europe very quickly.
yeah, 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 yeah. The problem is they're already talking about firing Amorim, a guy whom they fired a guy to get to United for, who bought out the contract. Like this is ridiculous. Like even if you get Nagelsmann, as you were saying in the previous part, right? Even if you get Nagelsmann, what is the guarantee that he will not be able to turn around this system because Amorim has brought his players into the system? He cannot implement his system.
No, no,
Same
but
circle.
Amarim hasn't brought that many players in as yet, and that's the question. That if you go invest through Amarim now, you're investing for a particular system. That
Yeah,
system is not as ubiquitous as a back four. So you got to either gut the squad and give Amarim his players,
yeah.
right, or let Amarim go and get a back four manager
Letting
and
Amorim
have.
go is stupid at this point because you already fired Ten Hag after such a the stupidest of stupid decisions. Like you shouldn't have fired Ten Hag in the first place, and then you fire Amorim. Like which manager will want to come to even manage the club at this point?
You hit the nail on the head. So if they're sticking with him, then they'll have to go get him his players. Now, if you go get him his
Yeah,
players, then you have a concern that you're buying for a system and not for the club per se, and that system may not be in place later. So
yeah,
let's see how it all turns out. But United are a long way off right now, and a long way off. Right, this is it's every United fan will speak about the club in a recalibrated fashion now. I think there's a certain
yeah,
sense of that was the last final we played in a long time kind of feeling.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I think we are in trouble. We're in real trouble.
yeah. Already, some United fans are saying there's a chance that you could get relegated next season. A sad sight, but that's pretty much some chaps are saying
I
that.
I I, I would never believe that. I don't see the questions against Amarim are because he has won. You know how many league games he's managed? League
Tw-
only
20, 20,
28. 28.
28. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how many he's won?
5, 6.
Yeah, 6. It's a little too low. He keeps losing these games for this great final and then goes and loses the final. So, this is grim stuff, man. That's why there are questions. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think what the club's been advised is you have to get rid of a lot of players and we have to get a lot of new players in. It'll be a crazy summer that way, but that's how they want to do it. They've
I
decided, they've
also,
decided to back him completely.
y- yeah, they have to back him. And the other point is the Radcliffe, your owner, Radcliffe, he makes me go mad with the kind of cheapness he's doing. He's firing workers left and right, and he's not paying them to show up for critical matches like the Europa League final. He's basically treating them like slaves.
It's just, it's very, very sad to see. Uh, he's just gutted the the familial feeling of that club, right? Like this is a family-run thing, family kind of establishment. He's gutted that altogether.
He's not even running it in a professional manner. He's cutting a lot of jobs and he's paying rubbish players, millions of pounds. It creates a very bad look. Like, when you say Onana has to go and he's being paid like 10 million euros a year just to stay at United, it creates a very bad look when, your staff cleaner and all of them are losing their jobs
Yeah,
on the fly.
yeah,
It's very bad.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's another thing which I commend Perez for. As soon as Jabi Alonso said yes to the contract which Real was giving him, immediately the transfer started happening. Everything became professional, everything was guided, and everything fell into place immediately. Like we were all already recruiting, like we weren't looking to mess it up. We were already knowing which players were going and which players were staying. And now Jabi is saying he wants Vitinha and we are willing to fork out a huge amount for him. So you were talking so highly of Vitinha, you never know. Vitinha might even come to Real Madrid at this rate.
Superb player. Superb player.
But that midfield with Vitinha, Bellingham, and Valverde will be as deadly as any in the world if that is how good they're becoming. We don't even need Vitinha at this point. We can go and get Tejans or some other midfielders or Stiller, Ben Stiller, who was also being discussed. But if we are getting Vitinha, it's like our squad is there. It's our squad has been built. There's nothing more. The only question now is the move with Saliba going on. Like there was this proposal that Saliba comes to Real Madrid and Rodrigo goes to Arsenal. That's the only shift that might happen. And Rodrigo might want to leave because he doesn't know his role in the Jabi Alonso system yet. So Jabi Alonso will be implementing his
So you'll
system
be
very
playing a
shortly.
back three as well.
Some rumors are saying yes, some rumors are saying no. We don't know yet. Jabi is holding his cards close to his chest for the moment. He doesn't want to reveal his plans. And good thing for him because Hansi Flick has proven to be such a competent manager at Barcelona. We can't afford to reveal those hands immediately. Hansi Flick will give him tough competition. That's the other part. And I want to give a shout out to Kylian Mbappe. Guy got 40 goals in his first Real Madrid season. Well done, boss. Well done. Very good stuff. He
I don't
surpassed
know.
Ronaldo in his first season.
I don't know. United scored 40 goals all season together as a team. Such a shit season, man. Such a shit season.
You know
Anyway,
what? You know what? I think United chap should just phone up Real Madrid and say, for old time's sake, can we loan Endrick out for a couple of seasons? Endrick might be something you might need up front because Endrick won't get consistent chances here. He will get them, but he won't get consistently. He might get them at United. You never know. That's the one way.
United is it becomes things become apparent as to how serious a club they are only in the next 2 months. Over the
Yeah,
next two
yeah.
months. Otherwise, in any event, it does look like there's a long, long way back. It's a long way back. You can change things pretty
Long way.
quickly. That league is so competitive, right? It's tough.
Yeah.
Uh, let's see. Let's see how we go.
Do you think Guardiola is going to win another league after he loses a player like Kevin De Bruyne? Because the way he's going right now, it's a death spiral right now for Man City. They're losing to everyone. They're losing to absolutely everyone, and they've had a terrible season.
Uh, I mean, there's a lot of talent at City. Let's see. I think if the problem isn't just De Bruyne, it's also Bernardo. Bernardo isn't playing as well as he used to. Bernardo Silva makes that system tick. He's the mobile one that
Yeah,
keeps popping up everywhere and keeps giving the outlet. He's the trigger for the press. There's so many
yeah,
actions on that pitch for them. So
yeah,
he's not also playing well. So let's see how he replaces.
yeah,
Getting quality into your squad is one thing. It's a very peculiar kind of player that he wants
yeah, yeah.
for that
Actually,
position.
he was gunning for Vitinha as well. He was gunning for Vitinha, but they're not getting him. I think that's the thing.
Anyway,
All right, let's predict the Champions League final now that even Serie A has wrapped up. Congratulations, Napoli. Great season. You beat Inter Milan to your fourth title. Good job. Really good job. And Congratulations to Crystal Palace because they won their title as well, FA Cup, and they beat Man City. That was fun.
Uh, I would want Inter to win,
Yeah,
but I think
me too.
PSG will win. But I think PSG will win.
Let's see. Inter have one of the finest attacks I've ever seen. Like they melt through opposition like nothing else. The Barcelona game, the Barcelona defense may as well not have existed. That was how good they were, just slicing through the Barca lines. So
Yeah, but they were also very defensive through that. I mean, that second leg, they were really lucky, man. They were
yeah,
really lucky. I thought Barca
but
were
luck.
very good.
Yeah, that's true. But I have a feeling that Inter might lift their fourth title on the 31st of May. That's when the final will be.
No, I,
And
I,
good luck
I
to them.
genuinely think that PSG is the favorite.
I don't think anybody wants to see them win though, because of the Qatar oil and everything. That's the reason why. I don't think anyone wants to see them win. And everyone wants to see Italy doing well again, because if Italy don't qualify for the World Cup next year, this Champions League is all they have to hold on to. It's becoming really bad for Italy as a football team right now. So
Anyway,
with that, yeah, we'll close this podcast. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, press the bell icon, and check our channel regularly. If you're not getting notifications, check our channel regularly because we upload very regularly. We have uploaded 27 videos in 2 months. Most channels cannot think of such a regular upload time schedule. So we regularly upload, we regularly have new content to discuss, and we will discuss the IPL Final Four in another podcast very soon as well. So until then, it is a tata from me and from Nikhil. Thank you.
thank you.